What's up, guys? So I thought I'd do a little bit of a review on this case here that I've just bought. I didn't see anything on YouTube for it, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and make a video. There might be one out there, but they didn't title it 47 liter happy liter, or 47 liter happy trail case. So it might be out there, but if they didn't title their video, so it's probably mixed up in something if there is one. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and kind of go over this. I literally just got it in the mail. It's not even mounted yet. So I just kind of wanted to show everybody what they're going to get when they order this. This is a really expensive case, but if you look around, you know that any kind of aluminum adventure case, they've got to like triple and quadruple it in price to something, if you would, I don't know, if it wasn't like purposed for that, So apparently if you've got a aluminum welder and you can powder coat, you can pretty much print gold, because these cases are, I mean, there's not much to them. They're just an aluminum case. I think they're like 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch or something thick aluminum, something like that. And $249 for this, which is almost half the price of some of the other stuff that I've seen, like the Givy cases, the SW Motec cases. They're just $400 and $500 for this one case that goes on your top rack. So this one was actually cheap, even though $249 is still expensive. It was like $280 with shipping or something like that, But I needed a good case, because the last one I had, well, actually the last, I've had one soft bag that you can't see up there on here, just some cycle gear, probably from Cycle Center or something, on here. It was alright, but it wasn't enough room. It was only like this tall. So I went ahead and went from that. I went to a Nelson rig, and it was their biggest tail pack that they had. This, I think it was like a CL10 something. It was the biggest one they had, and it wasn't good enough, and it actually ripped, like the strappings had ripped from the stuff inside bouncing. I mean, I had a little bit of heavy stuff in there, but nothing that this thing couldn't handle, I would assume. But being an off-road bike, I think it was a little bit much for it. So it ended up ripping the straps out, but luckily they have a lifetime warranty. So I sent it in and got it fixed, and I ended up selling it, because it was basically brand new when I got it back, once they sewed up the bottom, because pretty much the bottom gave out on it, all the stitching and stuff from bouncing around. And then from that I went to a $68 MGO case, which you've probably seen in one of my other videos. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this in this corner, but this was a good case, and I would still get this case again if I wasn't putting it on an adventure motorcycle that was going to be off-road doing stupid stuff, Like, this thing was fine until I started jumping it, jumping my bike. And then this thing ended up breaking at the mounting, which my buddy had this before I bought it. He had this a time or two, and he told me that these points were weak. So we went ahead and put this bolt in to kind of help it, because it pretty much slips under these two backs and clips up here. So we put a bolt through it all to help it. And you can see it ended up breaking the tabs off of this plate that mounts to your rack, and then it broke this bottom piece out of the case. And I don't know if this happened when it initially broke off or when the case actually hit the ground, but you can see the back. Well, you can't see it, but anyway, it's split back there, and you can see the hinge coming away from the case. So that case is junk. It was a great case, and I would get it again for $68 compared to $249 if I wasn't going off-road again. Because when I mount this thing, it's not going to go anywhere. So hopefully I won't have to deal with any crap like this again and getting off and picking up my stuff on the side of the road, Luckily I was off the road when I jumped the bike, if you've watched it in the other video. I'm pretty sure I uploaded that. You can see I was just jumping in the ditch, and it just flew off. I literally, my back tire hit the last part of the jump, and I guess my buddy said it went straight up and just came and slammed down. Not on my rack, but on the ground. So anyway, I'm going to get into this kind of an unboxing review. Pretty much I unboxed it. This is what you get. I mean, this is pretty much it. So then you get a set of keys. I'll kind of show you here what's going on with it. So on the top here you've got these, I don't know, I call them like boat tie downs, because they're the wider ones. But these are going to be amazing because I've never had a case I could strap something to the top of. So now I can use, you know, like one of these bungee nets with it, and you know, strap something down. I could strap a extra helmet to the top or something if I had to, that kind of thing. And that's kind of going to be nice because sometimes when I get off road and I'm going slow and through some mucky stuff, I get really hot. So I need to take my helmet off. So if I keep that with me, and I've got stuff in this case, because this will fit a helmet if you don't got nothing in here. But if I got stuff in there, I can actually just strap my helmet to the top and, you know, bungee it down. And it'll ride up here really well since it's completely flat. So these are going to be really handy. It does have a lock here with a waterproof cap on it. So you've got one key lock that comes keyed. And then on each side you've got these latches here. And you can see you can put a padlock in here too. So if you want to, I guess, make it extra secure, you can go ahead and put a padlock in here. But pretty much you flip that up, turn it to the side, and then it releases. Just like that. And then that's the same on both sides here. Just pretty much flip it up and it releases. And then you can see how they've got their hinge. It's kind of cool because you can actually flip it open and it be a solid case without a hinge hanging off the back. They're just on the sides here with these little plastic pins going through them. Oh yeah, I probably need to unlock this. So this is the key they send you. It's kind of a wacky egg-shaped key, but it works. So pretty much just like that, unlock it, and you can kind of see what the hinges do here. So there they are all the way back, so you can actually lean it back open and then it slides back up and you can sit it flat. So it's kind of nice to not have that whole hinge assembly on the back. And then you got these simple pin hinges on the side. There's the lock. You see just a normal lock on there. Just tucks up under here. Nothing special up under here to catch it. It's just a lip. And then you can see the inside. It's pretty nice. And here you can see how thick this is. I would guess that's probably like 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch thick there. But I mean, I can't make it flex anywhere, so it seems, I mean, you'd think you'd be able to push it and flex it on this top lid because it's so big, but I can't flex it anywhere. So I think it'll be alright. It's the same kind of powder coating on there. I'm guessing that's powder coating as it's on these bars that I got from Happy Trail. So they're doing the same thing. It's almost like a hammered finish. You can see how it's got like an orange peel looking. I guess that's something that they do. So I don't know if they actually paint these or not. And then you get a sticker on each side like that. So, but my only thing is I'm not sure how I'm going to mount this. I think I'm going to do away with my toolbox there because I actually had my other case back a little bit so I could still get to this. So pretty much the other case was mounted from here back, which was nice since I could still get to this. But pretty much I'll probably end up taking this case out because it just bolts down there in the bottom, and then I can relocate my tools because I'm going to have all this room now. And I'm going to want this mounted pretty sturdy on here, so it's probably going to be somewhere like that. I mean, that's a pretty big case on there, but it's going to be very nice not to have to worry about anything. And really, they didn't have any smaller case. They did have some, but they're not tall. I wanted a kind of a taller one. And for the price, you know, you might as well get the one that's a little bit bigger, because some of the smaller ones were still, you know, almost the same price. And there was one just like this that had the cutouts on the side. It's called the canyon cut, and it kind of cuts these out, these corners off, and pushes them in, so you've got kind of like an edge like this on both sides. And they wanted $299 for that one still, and I understand because they're cutting that and doing more work welding that up rather than just leaving it like this. So this one was like $50 cheaper because they didn't do that. But I figured I might as well save the money and get a little extra space at the same time. And but yeah, it's a pretty darn big case on there, but it's, man, it's going to be nice not having to worry about that. Now the question is, will my old case fit inside this case? Because this case, both these cases say they'll hold a helmet. This one will, but it won't hold a dual sport helmet with the visor on top. So that was the kind of the crappy thing with this one. But really, I couldn't hold nothing in there anyway because it was it was always full of stuff. So yeah, this won't fit inside here, but it's pretty close. I mean, probably cut that out because it's sliding everywhere. I couldn't hold it. But anyway, we'll kind of do a size comparison here and we can see what the size looks like. It's not going to stay there, but alright, so there's that gigantic case on there. You can kind of see how big that sucker is. And then we'll go back to the littler one. There you go. You see there's a little bit of a difference. This one probably looks better because it is a bit smaller and it's not just square, you know. So with this one not being square, it does look a little more the part. But they don't know what we've been through with cases, so now we're going heavy duty. And definitely not going to have a problem now. So my only thing is now of how to mount it. I don't know if I'm going to have to make a mounting plate for this. I mean, I didn't want to order one because I had a quick release one, but it was like another $88 for this stupid thing, and it looked really bulky. So I think I could make a plate myself and not have to worry about that out of some aluminum. So I'll probably make an aluminum plate and bolt that down, and then figure out a way to bolt the case down to that plate. But I'm just going to have to see what it's going to be like, because I'm obviously going to take this thing completely out. So, but anyway, I guess I'll kind of quit there, and then I'll probably make a separate video for mounting this thing. But there you go. That's the Happy Trail 47 liter case, and it's really nice. It's just really big. So if you're wanting a big case, that's the one you want. That's the cheapest I could find that's actually considered an adventure touring case. I mean, you could probably look somewhere and find an actual aluminum box or something pretty cheap, or cheaper, but I don't think you're going to have the locks on it. You're not going to have any of that stuff, and they're not going to expect you to put it on a motorcycle, so you're not going to have the locks. But anyway, I guess I'll cut the video here, and then I'll make a new one for the mounting. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.